Well, can I mention something that's going on now that's kind of urgent? I guess for the next 2 weeks at Landmark Theaters, they're going to be showing the short films that have been nominated for the Oscars this year. So I got a chance to watch them, and I actually reviewed in a longer form the animated slate that will be showing at Landmark. And I also watched the live action and the documentary. I don't know if they're actually showing the documentary, shorts, which are all about 40 minutes long, at every major city or whatever. Maybe just in New York and L.A. They're not playing here in Atlanta, but I watched those as well. With the live-action shorts, just to go through them real quickly, Animus and Tourist is a French film that's basically a clash between an Arab immigrant and a French official that's trying to determine whether he's a terrorist or not, or whether he's been consorting with terrorists. So it's basically just a two-person piece. La Femme et la TGV, or The Girl on the TGV. TGV is a train system in France. And the girl is played by, or the woman is played by Jane Birkin, the British actress who was once married to Serge Gainsbourg, and it's a sweet little piece. Silent Nights was a movie about immigration that really didn't connect with me. And Time Code is a film that I can hardly even remember now. But Sing is the one that I think really should get the award. It's another French film about I think it's French, it may be Belgian, but it's about a little girl in a choir that is told by the teacher that she's not really good enough to sing with the choir, but she can still sing. She can still perform with them at a big event. Only she's told not to actually sing, only mouth the words. And that was probably the most interesting out of the live action short films. So now I'm predicting that one to win. But what I really want to get people out to see is the animated shorts, because four of them are, I really like Blind Vasia, which is done in woodcuts and is kind of a philosophical treatise on appreciating the present for what it is. It's about a young girl who's born with the ability to see only the past in her left eye and only the future in her right eye, or vice versa. I can't remember, but it's effective, but it's a little dull. The other three movies, Borrowed Time, which is a kind of a Western piece that doesn't really work all that well. It's kind of a memory piece about survivor guilt, and I think it's over before it really begins. And I kind of feel that's the same way about Pearl, which is about a young girl and her father bonding over a hatchback car that they used to cross the country, and it's only a 6-minute piece, and it's really just tells the story of their relationship and the dissolution of their relationship, and then the reestablishment of it. It does so in 6 minutes. It's very colorful. It's beautiful to look at. But it's the kind of movie, it feels like we've seen this kind of thing done in like a Volvo commercial, in a minute's time. And then there's Kuiper, which is probably the movie that has gotten the most eyes on it, having been connected to Finding Dory in the summertime. And that's just a little sort of sweet little greeting card kind of movie about a little bird learning to eat at the side of the ocean. And it's very cute, but it's very slight. But what I really want to get people out to go see is the absolutely amazing 37-minute piece called Pear Cider and Cigarettes that was done by a filmmaker named Robert Valley, who's been doing videos and things for, TV shows like Eon Flux and Tron and so forth. But this is an amazing, brilliantly drawn piece that he did all on Photoshop. It took him 4 years to do, and he scored it with over 19, I think almost 20 songs from people like Air and Pink Floyd, Wilco, Metallica is in there, Cypress Hill, all sorts of things. It tells a story of it's a personal story of his friendship with a kind of ne'er-do-well character that sort of drinks and smokes himself to death to the point where he visits China and then his liver fails. And he has to enlist his friend, which is the filmmaker, to come and help him get over this illness and help him through it. And what an amazing movie! I mean, I only wish that I could see it on the big screen because it is just astounding. One of the great pieces of the year, I think. And if it doesn't win the Oscar, I'll just be like, "What? I don't get it." I don't see how you can compare a sweet little 5-minute pieces, which is most of these things, to something that's just got sort of an epic and very personal feel to it, but it's also so incredibly polished that you just can't believe that just one person did this. But what a great movie! So go out to the Landmark. I can guarantee you that you will get your money's worth just from Pear Cider and Cigarettes. Other people will probably like the other four a little bit more than I did. And they also have a few extra pieces, animated pieces connected to it to sort of flesh out the program so that it becomes, 2 hours long. But you'll definitely get your money's worth with Pear Cider and Cigarettes. So there's my little review there.